everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Kai. And today I need your help because I officially reached a second life business crisis. I've got so many ideas, but I don't know which one to build first. Every option sounds fun, every option has potential, and honestly, I can't do them all at once. So today I'm breaking down my top three business ideas, the pros, the cons, and by the end of the video, I want you to tell me which one I should invest my time into first. Option one, a luxury resort hotel. The first idea is creating my own luxury resort. Why I love this idea. Beautiful vacation destination. Couples can roleplay getaways, family-friendly events, weddings and honeymoons, VIP suites, spa experience, and photo opportunities. Photo opportunities. I feel like this could be. I feel like this could become a destination where people actually want to spend time instead of just teleporting somewhere for 5 minutes and leaving. The challenges. Huge build, lots of decorating, neat staff, events to keep traffic coming is definitely the biggest project on my list. So yes, if you have been a long-term subscriber, you do know that Azure was my business idea. Before first it was called Candy, then I changed it to Azure, but staffing and just promotion was took a lot. It took a lot of time people, and then they weren't really talking, they weren't really moving, they weren't really, on the page, code on the show through, and it just became a lot mentally, and I just gave up on the whole idea. So I don't know if I'm going to continue the whole Azora thing. It's still in the works. But I do not know if I'm going to continue it or not because I don't know. Um, because Azora is it's leans more towards the adult side. It's super rare to see kids or just couples wanting to get away, and then I'm not saying it down because there's like it's a lot. There's plenty of hotels, free hotels, and people have homes and stuff like that. It's all yeah, so people have homes, but I do think they still want to have role play experience, like to get away from it all. So I think I'm gonna still keep. It's still one of the biggest, like I said, it's one of the biggest projects still on the list that I still want to work on. That I still want to work on. I um still want to put my time and effort into. It just takes a lot of, patience and trying to find people, things like that. And I think that's what stems from me trying to uh, find people. I think it is the toughest project on my list because if you don't remember, Zora was one of the biggest buildings I completed, and we did a small fundraiser to raise Azure Planter, but with co-owners, the thing going, and the monitor, personally, I knew Azure wasn't going to be the greatest. And then real life kind of context in that too. As people can't always be on so 24/7, which is understanding. Um, and I think that is really um, is making me stay away from events to keep it on like we do. I try to do 50% off, but I also understand that I still have to make money to maintain business and also maintain staff. I still wanted to do a clinic in the future, but um, there are so many clinics and there's so many hospitals now that it would be 10 times harder to do. And so I've decided that I still wanted to keep this and just things in general. Another thing is things that you definitely need staff if you're on going on runs or I know for me personally I have to keep, trying to have staff. And then again a lot of the members and stuff like that did not want to necessarily be a part of it, because it gets I had started out with $1,000 and realized it a perfect opportunity to keep it at a minimum. Like $1,000 is perfect. Um, but a lot of people do not see it for what it was. A lot of people do not want the opportunity with themselves. And so I understand. Um, lots of decorating is true. I don't know my story foodie, which I love wanted to kind of incorporate my story food. I wanted to incorporate EBG. So you still needed to hire chefs. You still needed to do. I still need to do all that in chefs and to hire chefs and to do all that. And I wanted to be able to hire a chef and Then, my story, we can just touch the topic and we can, be on the way. And I definitely wanted to go. An example, Faith and Flower. If you don't know, that was in baseball. Before the middle game, though, it was on FaceTime. And she had my social media. I wanted something to kind of run it back. Um, but that was also hard work in itself. Because, again, you back in Jackson, no ABG. And I'm not kind of experienced ABG is there are classes to kind of slow me, want to learn more about it. Absolutely. But it also comes at a cost because ABG is more expensive than my store. My store, you can pick up a couple of items and you can keep going. They're really cheap. And I think that's why I continue to like my store. And because the items can be really, really cheap and you don't have to spend so much in the concept and the aspect of trying to, um, do just for your little place. So I thought about that for a moment and I was like, okay, no. Couples can role play in giveaways. So I want people to role play. Like people get married all the time. And people role play. Sometimes it's necessary, doesn't even couples. People like to role play. Um, and the example is people take their second life avatar, right? And they use AI to and I do it too. So I'm not gonna sit here and say that I'm against like the technology aspect. But for someone like me who doesn't really need the thumbnails or just eye-catching thumbnails, I use it to try to get that look for me. Some people use AI to get their avatar to look a certain way or to blog. It kind of doesn't necessarily have to be a blog, but it can also be like let's say, for instance, they don't take great pictures, right? But they want to capture the memory. So some people use that, which kind of understood. I still kind of understand. Um, family friendliness. As you know, Second Life is based upon adults. You rarely see kids in adult. You should not see kids in adults, and I say that because you should not see them at all. So I definitely wanted to be more budget friendly to parents too because my myself had 3 kids. So for example, let me see if I still have it. For example, if you click on my profile, right, there is and my 3 kids that I used. So after the bio, I don't know the bios in the image, but just for the content purposes. Um, so the option 2, the catering business. The second idea is opening a catering company. Now, hear me out. Imagine weddings, birthday parties, corporate events, baby showers, grand openings. Instead of owning a restaurant, I could provide catering for events happening all over Second Life. Yes. So I really like to do this one. I really wanted to do this one per se because I feel like I love to cook. I love to cook. And some people probably don't like cooking and stuff like that. So I definitely wanted to cook and like I love my store and everything. I'm still obsessed with it. I don't think I would ever move after this. I don't want to move hoods. I don't want to change hoods because even if it's a little bit cheaper when it comes to food, when it comes to gathering like stuff and dynamic wise, it is way cheaper. Um, it is way cheaper than the average hood. Um, it is way cheaper, and I really wanted to start this business because if even to buy units and you can cook for a much bread, you can cook large for the children. So the role play is definitely like, instead of looking at yourself and getting married and you do your service, people role play like catering services and cooking and just, overall having fun in that aspect. They genuinely like to have fun. I definitely wanted to do baby showers, so again if you don't cook, you definitely can hire like a caterer or like start corporate events. Um, I'm not saying corporate businesses don't exist, but in clubs and like hospitals, you definitely would see more of them exist well, depending on the heads they use. Sometimes it's very hard because sometimes these certain corporate businesses do are in the community stands. And so it is hard to I'm not saying it's not hard. It's way harder to try to promote yourself and like trying to start a business and you don't really know what you're doing. So I really like the second idea a lot, and because I looked okay. The pros: easy to manage, can partner with venues, consistent role play opportunity, and creative menus. I actually look up this idea could be a really unique business because I don't see myself caring. So yes, number two, the option two is my favorite. I still want to do it. I hope that we get a lot of votes on the catering business, which I might end up putting up a poll later. Just to kind of see what everyone wants to do. Um, a poll, and I'm going to kind of do that on my YouTube channel as well, so you guys can vote. But yeah, so I really do like the second one. Um, Everything would be linked, like social. I don't think I'm gonna make another Instagram post. I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm just gonna use the one I use for the podcast channel and kind of just keep it going. I've already kind of started, because I don't want it solely to be based on like, podcast material. Definitely still want it to be used for, just roleplay too. And the last option, an adult nightclub. Okay, here's one might surprising people. I thought about opening an adult nightclub. Second Life is a huge and always busy. Possible features: DJs, live events, VIP rooms, theme nights, concert events, and staff opportunities. It definitely has potential to make money and build a community, but managing people, drama schedules, and keeping fans active is a full-time job. I'm not sure I'm ready for that level of responsibility. So yes, managing a club is hard work, especially when there's already a lot of clubs competing within itself. There is a lot of clubs, they might not be as active, and a lot of clubs don't really hire newcomers like myself. I know when I first started, I didn't have the greatest Addy, and I got turned away before I got that fixed, and now I don't dance anymore. But when I was making, I want to say probably 2,000 now, so now it just depends. You want lessons, obviously you need a little bit more, but I don't do love dance, and love dance, as you don't know, is an adult toy that's gonna go to you and instead of on the tip sheet kind of goes off. But if you want to know more information, you definitely need to go hit the club, pull up in the club and see what you're working with. Um, and see what you're working with. So that was gonna be fun, but it is also hard to manage. It's hard managing people and drama and schedules. Sometimes you can't work, the hours of set clubs was obviously work, and then everyone keeps somebody like, you know, and everyone keeps someone um up all night, especially, and then for most of us, we should be adults playing this game. We should not be up all night trying to keep, the owners, and I'm just not ready for that responsibility. My biggest problem, the problem is I genuinely love all three ideas. The hotel feels relaxing, the catering business feels creative, the nightclub feels exciting. Oh yeah, I just don't know which one will make the biggest impact first. So I definitely want to something that makes the biggest impact. Um, and I'm strongly still leaning towards the catering. I'm in the works. I'm probably just going to talk. I wanted to do catering. I don't think it's possible to do all three. I think it was really hard to try to do all three. So I was gonna see what like the next thing I do was I'm in the works of talking to designer, and I wanted to try to see what what give back to me. The theme is the one for that. So I definitely wanted to just try to see if I could create a way to do this. So community discussion. This is where I need help. Comment a hotel emoji for the hotel. Comment the play fork emoji, the play emoji, kitten, and um um a dancer for the dancing club. Tell me which business you would actually visit Would you book a hotel? Would you hire catering? Or would you spend nights at the club? Um, so thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed this discussion. Don't forget to like, comment, and turn on your notifications because I'm documenting our entire second life journey. From building businesses to creating stores and growing community. Your feedback would genuinely help me because it's that what to create next. So don't forget to vote in the comments. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, y'all.